What is up? We are on episode 3. I'm Pickle Gaming, and we're here with.
I am Senpai1439, or you can call me Nate.
Perfect. So, how long have you been streaming?
I have been streaming since November of 2021, but have had my Twitch account since I was in high school, and I'm 23.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Um, I started when Destiny 2 came out, or not Destiny 2, Destiny 1.
Okay. How many
So
followers are you at?
2014. I'm at 155, I think I saw today.
There we go.
Yeah.
What
So.
inspired you to start streaming?
Uh, actually, one of the guys I follow on Twitch, actually, seeing how he was interacting with everyone, some of the other Twitch streamers that I follow, just seeing how they were interacting with people, helping people through some situations. A big mention is Dr. Lupo, honestly. If you've ever seen the clip where someone came in his chat, donated his last $5 or whatever, and said, "I'm ending it all. This is it." And then he was already ending his stream, but he was just like, "Don't do that. Like, contact someone. Like, here's the suicide hotline. This and that and this." And he said, "I want to see you again tomorrow." That's how I want to be. Like, I want people to come to me when they're in their darkest time and me be able to try to help them through it.
That's awesome. That
So,
is definitely awesome. Yeah, I mean,
mhm,
that'd be really hard. Like, I think if someone came into my
yeah,
chat and said something like that, like, like how do you even react, like that
yeah,
that's some heavy stuff. I think
hmm
I remember seeing that clip too. I
yeah.
think it was
It was
circling
years ago,
TikTok
but
not that long ago.
yeah,
So you said you've had your Twitch account forever. You started it in high school. So
hmm
have you changed your name at all? Or have you left
yes,
it? You
I have.
did? Okay,
I
so
did.
how did you come up with your streamer slash gamer tag?
So it's actually kind of funny. So I've never watched anime. Like the only anime I've ever seen was the Studio Ghibli films. And so I was like, I've always heard the word senpai thrown around, and I was like, you know what? Like, I kind of looked into it, and senpai is kind of the knower of all kind of thing, like the master. So I was like, that's who people go to for one advice. So, like, if someone came into my stream and was like, hey, I need some advice on something, I could try to assist them. And then just knowing things from games, being around gaming for like what, I don't want to say 20 years of my life because I'd be 3 when I started, but like 18 years of my life just being around gaming and spending hours on end playing video games. Um, just being able to know things and all that, it it kind of felt like it fit. And then I also have a soundboard for my stream and when I'm playing video games because I play Call of Duty Hardcore Search and Destroy. People don't like soundboards. So my idea of having it is just to piss people off in game. If they're going to be rude, I'm going to be rude back. So I kind of downloaded these sounds before I changed my name, and some of them are like an uh uwu girl or an anime waifu saying senpai come in my ass and call me Obama. It is
Oh
great.
my. Oh, that's awesome. Like how you have like this whole backstory in your name.
Mhm.
Like, see, mine's just a childhood nickname. It's like,
Really.
I think I've had this. Oh, I don't even remember when I honestly made this Twitch account. I don't want to talk about the hours that I have watched on Twitch.
Yeah.
Um,
No.
I don't think anyone ever wants to discuss that, as
Mm-mm.
I think most of us have spent probably a couple more hours than we should have on Twitch.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Was
definitely,
streaming as easy as you thought it was going to be?
definitely not. Definitely not at all. Uh, it it takes a toll on you, especially starting out, and you see all these big name streamers getting 1.7 thousand viewers and all of this, and you're like, you're sitting over here, you're watching your viewer count, just watching it, hoping someone pops in, and you get that one person, and your channel accidentally runs an ad. They're gone. Or even before you make affiliate, like trying to hit that 3 average viewers, and you're just consistently trying. It's rough.
It
So,
really is. It's definitely a grind. As we were talking about last night in chat, like that's kind of one of the reasons why I don't run ads.
mhm,
Right now, like I don't have the viewership to be running ads because, like, we
mhm,
were talking about like you really don't make much. It's
yeah,
pennies a month. I mean, I guess you
mhm,
could maybe get a candy bar, but
yeah, maybe.
a lot of people don't like ads. And like, I mean, I
Mhm,
know when even when I'm watching like a big streamer and like ads pop up, I always tend to leave.
yeah.
And I mean, they're making a bunch of revenue off of this. So, but like,
Oh yeah.
it's even like, at home when an ad pops up or your commercials, everyone
Yep.
runs away from the TV. I think the only
Mhm,
time people enjoy ads is the Super Bowl.
yeah.
um,
And if I could have Super Bowl ads playing for my stream, oh, people might actually stay.
right. Um, I think like for the viewer count, one
Mhm,
thing that helped me is I've always put myself in this mindset of it doesn't matter if there's one person or 100
mhm,
people, like I'm gonna continue to be myself. If
mhm,
I'm talking to just air, I'm gonna act like somebody is there. Like basically I like to think that I'm talking to 100 people
yeah.
or I'm standing on stage and, I'm entertaining multiple people, but obviously no one's interacting back, which is
Yeah.
100% okay. Like, I
Mhm,
did for a while there, I did have to turn my viewer count off because it
yeah.
did start taking like a mental toll.
Mhm,
And I turned it off and I was like, reassessing everything, like, and that's kind of where I ended up getting that mindset was because I did turn that viewer count off. I mean,
mhm,
like now I look at it and like I don't even think any different. Like it
yeah.
it doesn't bother me anymore.
It's really kind of like it takes a toll.
What
Like
are
where
some different things you've learned over starting your channel?
ooh, some different things would definitely be like we were just talking. Don't look at the viewer count. Like I try to stay away from looking at it. Um, I kind of in my head started streaming. And this goes back to the other question. I kind of wanted to start it as like a full-time job, make money kind of thing, but I've kind of strayed away from that because I don't want to do it for the money. Like if people donate to me or gift me subs, great. Like thank you so much. That money's going back into my setup to make the quality better, like what you do. And it's kind of more I'm just here for the people. I want to make friendships. I want to build communities. I want to be able to go to TwitchCon and be able to meet people, meet the people in person that I play with or see in chat. Um, so that kind of that's kind of something that I learned that I didn't want to do it for the money anymore. Um, and trusting people. I wasn't I was debating in my head if I was going to bring up a story,
This
but
is your
definitely
podcast.
yeah, definitely figuring out who you can trust because I've run into individuals who will say that they're your best friend and they turn their back on you and take a conversation that you had that was locker room talk and tell someone else. And then that turns into another thing. And I was a mod in a Twitch channel and a Discord since the start of her streaming career. She went from literally, like, I think she had like 200 followers on Facebook Gaming, to almost 3,000 followers in the span of 2-3 months. And what I said was taken out of context to an extent. I meant it, but I didn't. But it it depends on who you proceed yourself with.
Mm-hmm.
Who
Absolutely.
you what's the word? Um why am I drawing a blank on this word?
I want to say
We'll stick with,
associate, but
yeah, associate. So, yeah, it, like, if you're, this kind of goes into one of your other questions of like work balance, life, and like life balance, like spending time with family and stuff. If you're using that question, I know I took it from,
yeah, that is one of the questions that we'll actually be going into next. If we just want to run into it now, we can.
we can, yeah.
Okay, is it
Um,
easy for you to maintain a good streaming slash work life balance? And what are some of the things that help you with that?
so if you look at my Twitch channel, I'm not very active. There'll be like 3 or 4 days where I'm not live, and then I'll have one stream. It'll go 3 or 4 days, and then I'll have another one. So it's like I'm streaming once a week almost. Um, and that's partly because I am active duty Air Force, like we talked about last night.
Mm-hmm.
So having to juggle being in the military and dealing with all of that nonsense, and then trying to maintain a good, healthy relationship with my wife, as well as trying to proceed my passion of playing video games and streaming for people, trying to build my channel and all of that. It's really hard to maintain a good work life streaming balance. Um and especially with, as I was saying, with associating yourself with people. This
Mm-hmm.
individual, it she's probably never going to see this, but she gets her viewers from shaking her ass on stream. She is a very pretty woman, is decent at the game. She has gotten better, but every time she gets subs, donations, bits, she's standing up on her chair with her ass in front of her camera, shaking it. So if the shoe fits, it, wear it. Like, if that's what she's gonna do, she's gonna do it.
I
Great, good
mean,
on you. If you don't want to admit that that's why people watch you, fine. But that's how I lost my mod ship in her channel and her Discord, for saying that, and then lost a bunch of friends because my wife did not like the idea of me watching a streamer who shake their ass on camera,
I mean,
which
that's
I
a
can
fair.
understand.
Mm-hmm. That's a fair reason.
So I had to remove this person from my life completely. And now, because of this situation, I have to go to marriage counseling.
I'm
So,
sorry.
no, it's not your fault. So, it's something I got myself into. And if I can help younger streamers, people that have not been trying yet, they're thinking about it. If I can help them understand, like, if you're in a committed relationship, be careful who you associate yourself with in the community because it can ruin your life. The the streaming community is just as toxic as the internet itself. It's as toxic
Hmm.
as Reddit. Like Reddit is a horrible place, but
Yes.
the Twitch community is just below it. Like it doesn't matter who you are or what you do, someone is going to be toxic to you. Someone is going to throw you under the bus.
And that's like a big thing too. It's like, how are you going to build your brand? Which is actually probably a
Mm,
question I should like throw in here. Like, what is your brand? I know brand is, it's a very big word, but at the same time, it's
mhm.
not. Like, I guess you kind of summed it up at the beginning of what your brand is, but
Yeah, us helping people, get trying to get people through tough times, like without taking it to a dark place. Like someone that's having home issues. I want to be that person that they come in and they're like, "Hey bud, I'm not having a great day. I'm just here to have some background noise, someone to cheer me up, something." That's all I want to be. I I want people to know me as I'm there. I'm I'm your background noise. I'm those TikToks where the parents are screaming and yelling and the big brother comes and puts on the headphones on the younger boy or whatever.
mm-hmm.
That's I want to be what's playing in those headphones kind of thing to
That's awesome.
keep the people from the nastiness of the world. Like I will get toxic on stream. I will cuss and scream at my microphone for people being dumb in Call of Duty, but it's not like I'm your family. I'm not your family that's screaming and yelling or getting mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm getting mad at the other people.
I mean, at that point, you're also putting on entertainment.
Exactly.
I mean,
So,
anyone that plays Call of Duty knows how toxic the Call of Duty community is. Um,
and
you're
if you
going to
don't get into it.
you're going to hear some rancid stuff for sure.
Oh yeah.
I've been called every name under the sun. I laugh.
Yep.
I'm supposed to
Mhm.
be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I laugh because I mean that's all you have to do. Like
Yeah.
obviously you got to make the statements back, which I do, which is why I do have my stream
Maturity filter.
enabled for maturity, just
Hmm.
because I never know what's going to be said, especially after you get a Warzone win.
Oh yeah.
It's a little toxic in the lobby.
Oh yeah. And especially now that I found out that the combat shotgun is good in Rebirth Island,
Yeah, they
and
brought it back.
that's the one gun that I got gold in week 1 of Vanguard.
Oh boy.
Yeah, people don't like it.
Well, one of my buddies is running the doof doof last night. Yeah. I was like, we are going to be the most hated team right now. Don't
Oh yeah.
run the doof doof. Please don't run the doof doof. I mean, we will sometimes like a couple of us will be it's late night hours, we're like, you know what?
Mhm.
Let's troll on Rebirth. And last Friday I actually bought gas masks for everyone. And I said, "Hey, I got us all gas masks. Now we're going to win the game." And one of the guys is just like, "Did you just say you bought us gas masks?" I said, "Yeah, we're gonna win." We actually did win that game, believe it or not.
Wow.
It was not because of the gas mask, it was just because we played together as a team, but they were
Yeah,
not happy with me.
because I'm assuming they all had gas masks already.
Oh, I'm sure we dropped into
Yeah.
Stronghold. So,
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were not happy, but I mean, it's always fun to, like do different things. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
the community loves it. Like, my community
Mhm.
loves when I fly helis because
Oh,
I
okay.
am the number one worst heli flyer. If
Love
there
that.
is nothing there, I will hit it and blow up. I,
I
it,
love that.
they love
See, and you play
it.
on controller, right?
Yep. Hmm.
So it's easier for you to fly a helicopter than it is for me being on mouse and keyboard
I
because
attempted
you've
mouse and
got
keyboard. There's no way.
Yeah. Mouse and
There's
keyboard trying to fly or drive is damn near impossible. No idea how the major Twitch streamers do it.
I mean, I suppose a lot of practice, but there's no way. Like, I actually got challenged to play mouse and key one day,
Mm,
and I couldn't figure out how to play it. I couldn't figure out how to like, cause so I got shot down, and I
mhm,
figured out how to self revive, but I couldn't
mhm,
figure out how to stand back up. So I was still in this crouching position, but I'm like slowly walking, and they jumped down on me and they killed me. But the kill cam
mhm,
looked so ridiculous. Like I literally looked like a day one Call of Duty player,
mhm.
never picked it up before. And I was just like, okay, so
I
mouse and
love it.
keys not my thing. Off
Mhm,
stream, I do dabble in it a little bit just to try and learn it. But
mhm.
it's a whole process to
Yeah.
learn mouse and key. So
Oh yeah.
kudos to you, because I
Thank
don't
you.
have the patience for it.
Yeah. It it in my channel I have channel point redemptions for people to make me use controller because I have not touched a controller besides the redemptions since I built my PC, which would have been like July of last year.
Oh, wow.
So I've been playing mouse and keyboard this entire time, and playing on controller now for me is insane. The like even if I move the sensitivity up, it's the movement. It does
Mm.
not flow properly for me. So it's definitely a task.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on controller my whole life, so I think that's kind of why
Mhm.
I'm like dedicated. And then I just got a scuff controller, so
Oh, okay.
that makes a huge difference.
Hmm.
I've
No,
definitely learned that.
I just regular Xbox controller,
Mm.
stock, nothing. Probably has stick drift. Don't even care.
I got a little bit of stick drift, but you kind of learn how to use it.
Yeah.
So, what are some key points and advice you'd like to give new streamers that are wanting to start a brand or just a streaming channel in general?
So some points I would give or some advice, like earlier, was see who like try to trust or no, not try to trust, but try to find good people to associate yourself with when building a community. Going into low view streams are one of the best ways to meet people. I have met I really can only say I've met one person, but actually one of the people that made me want to start streaming, I went to a lower viewer count stream and I met him. Um, but one of the most recent people, I was scrolling through Twitch at work on going through the Call of Duty category, saw someone playing Warzone. He had one or two viewers, and I was like, this guy looks like fun. Joined a stream, started talking to him. Now I've been a sub in his chat for 3 or 4 months now. He's a sub in mine, I believe, and we kind of we didn't join our discords, but we kind of have mutual people in each one, and we just kind of go back and forth on posting and self promo and all that, letting each other know when we're live, and then playing some games together because he doesn't play Call of Duty anymore.
Mm, okay.
Um, Another advice is if you're going to classify yourself as a um oh what's the word, the where you play multiple games basically,
Variety
um
streamer?
yes, a variety streamer, do that. Do a variety of games, because if you sit there and you say you're a variety streamer, it's in your uh bio and all that, and you tell people when they join your stream that you are a variety streamer, but all they see is one game, you're not really giving them a variety of content. I try to classify myself as a variety streamer, but recently I have failed at only playing one game because all of my friends only play one game. Um, I have introduced a game called Ready or Not to my roll of games. If you don't know what that game is, you should check it out. It is technically in beta right now because it's not fully released, but it is a great game.
What is it all about?
It is a SWAT team based game. So you pick your loadout, everything out of the guns that they give you. You customize them with red dot sights, IR lasers for night vision. You can put night vision on, and you go in to these different areas, whether it be just captured hostages. And every time you load the map, you could play the same map 30 times. You're going to get 30 different outcomes. There
Oh,
are,
wow.
they will, the enemies will change position each time you load the map. They will never be in the same spot.
I'm gonna
So,
have to look into that.
yes, it is a lot of fun. It is up to 4 players. If you play by yourself, it gives you AI basically, and you can tell them to arrest this civilian or arrest um, this bad guy, basically. Point them in the direction of where to go. Like if you want them to go clear upstairs, you point and send them upstairs. Stuff like that.
Huh.
Definitely a lot of fun. Definitely worth checking out.
Definitely sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes. Um, but back to that question, it don't don't also put too much money into your setup starting out. And try to stream with what you have. Like you were saying this last night, like you don't need the fanciest setup to stream. It you can stream off your Xbox, your PlayStation. Your chat will actually pop up on your TV every time you get a message. So that's one of the easiest ways to do it. Once you get into having a PC and streaming, having multiple monitors, like right now I have 3 monitors in front of me. So I have to juggle making sure that each monitor is working, everything is where I place it, and then making sure audio works. Audio is the worst thing ever. This microphone is 2 days old because my other microphone quit, and it's $150 mic. Like, I had to fork out another $150 just to be able to stream again. So work with the little stuff first.
Yeah,
Don't
definitely build that ground first.
yeah. Find your community. They're they're going to be there for you. If they like you for you in your content, they will be there through your upgrades. So,
I'm definitely glad that you did bring that up because that is a big thing. Like a lot of people are
mhm.
so scared to start streaming because well, I don't have, I didn't spend $3,000. I don't have like I mean, I have my bedroom door. That's my background. And then I do have like desk lights and stuff, but those don't really show. But I mean, you don't need, everything
Yeah.
back here like
You
cuz
don't need this. This is 5 grand worth of stuff.
I
And a
mean,
lot of it is you don't even see it.
mhm.
So, it's it's unnecessary,
Mhm.
but it definitely helps. Like I spent $400 on lights, the key lights. So that's what I was asking you before, like if it was too bright, so that I could adjust the lighting.
Well, see,
So,
that's perfect. I mean, I have just a ring light because my actual
mm,
camera that I used, I was telling you before we started the podcast, I had
mm,
to add another camera because
yeah,
apparently this one doesn't want to work with OBS going at the same time.
hmm
So I have just a ring light here, so I am going to have to upgrade and buy another fancy camera. It has the ring light built in, so I don't have a dark spot over here. But yeah,
yeah,
like it's literally like when you dive into it, and just start
hmm
throwing money into it, but you haven't established your community, like you're gonna like probably sit
yep,
there and think like, well, I'm never gonna make it. Like, how am I ever gonna pay for all this stuff? So yeah,
hmm
like you brought up a good point. Like, just find your community.
yeah. find your community, and then build from there. It I had some of my stuff before I started streaming, like trying to fully stream. Um, I had some of my stuff, so it was kind of like just building from there when I realized this is what I want to do. Like I want to stream. So I started searching cheap places, Facebook Marketplace. One of my monitors is a $1,500 monitor. I got it for 250 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. It I just tried to find deals. So that is one way you can do it if you're kind of stuck in the mindset, no, I need the best stuff. I need this. Search cheap places.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, eBay, Let Go, stuff like that. Just search.
I mean, I only have one fancy monitor that we just recently had bought, but
Mhm.
what I was running on was I still have it. It's actually the monitor I have for my OBS and stuff, but it's an old, cheap 24-inch TV, and that's what I gamed on
Oh wow.
for. It's the graphics on it are awful, but it works.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was what I had. Like, and
Hmm.
as I earn money, I need
Yeah.
to probably stop dropping, hundreds of dollars in subs and bits and
Yeah.
maybe buy
Mhm.
another monitor, but at the same time I love
Maybe.
I
Yeah.
love seeing the joy on people's
Mhm.
faces, like, because usually I'll come in and like I do this, like I'll go through like the small categories, and everyone that I see that has like, if they don't have their affiliate status yet, I'll usually just leave kind words, like keep up the good work, you're doing a
Oh
great
yeah.
job. And then if I see that they're affiliate, I'll usually drop like 100 bits and say, you're doing a great job, keep it up.
Hmm.
And the excitement and joy that
Oh yeah.
you see. We actually just got one girl last week was actually her first week streaming, and I rated
Wow.
her with like 9 or 10 people, and
Hmm.
she hit affiliate last night.
Wow.
Um, my community and then also my buddy's community, like, we
Hmm.
share so many mutual people that all of us will rate her, and keep pushing
Hmm.
and pushing, and like that's a big thing, like with the community that I've built, is we
Hmm.
want people to hit their status.
Yeah.
We want them to start earning that revenue, because that's a
Hmm.
huge accomplishment, and like we want to see, people grow.
Yeah.
Like I've seen, when I started streaming, like I've seen people that I started streaming with, they don't stream anymore. I've also
Mhm.
seen people that I started streaming with have excelled. And I'm
Yeah.
happy for them. That's amazing. Like you've done such a
Hmm.
great job to build this community.
Hmm.
It's amazing, and like that's another like thing, like don't ever be bitter about someone else's
Oh yeah.
growth. It's
Oh yeah.
like I see that happen so often,
Hmm.
or people will start giving up on themselves because, well,
Yeah.
they're doing better than I am, like what am I doing so wrong? And it's like, well, don't be hard on yourself.
Yeah. And one way to actually combat that is promote yourself. I TikTok, huge right now. Massive.
Mm-hmm.
Probably bigger than we ever expected it to be. And I I told myself from the day I got TikTok, I'm not posting anything. I'm using it strictly to watch TikTok, and that's it. If I go to my catch, because you can look up how many videos you've watched on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to my catch, I'm at 5.6 million videos since it came out. So I was like, I'm never gonna post anything. I don't want to make a fool of myself. I don't I don't want people to see me that way, kind of thing. And finally I was noticing people that were posting on TikTok either clips or a video of their setup, and it was getting thousands and thousands of views, and I'm like, "You know what? Like maybe I will." Changed my name on TikTok, put my Twitch in it, everything, and I just started trying to promote my stream. So I just started going and posting like little clips of like shots that I would hit because I only snipe when I play Search and Destroy. So if I'd get a cross map throwing knife, I'd post it. if I got double no scope shots, I'd post it. So I just kind of started doing that, and then I got to the point I was like, you know what? People don't know what I look like unless they join my stream. I'll post a video of myself sitting in my chair with my stream running in the background and post it. I spun around. I said, "Come watch a drunk guy play Call of Duty," and it that was my first video to hit 1,000 views.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's the little things. You've gotta promote yourself somehow.
Well, especially with like all of the social media that is like
Hmm.
literally at the tip of our fingers. Like we
Yep.
have so much like for us now. Like,
Mm.
I mean, a lot of these bigger streamers that, are averaging these 10,000 viewers, well, they also started, 5, 6 years ago, and they didn't have the accessibility that we have nowadays. That is
Yeah.
kind of where streaming platforms have become oversaturated.
Hmm.
But, like, it's almost like survival of the fittest, like
Yeah.
you have to put the work in to
Hmm.
receive. You really do, because if you're not putting in, the work, you won't see any progress.
Hmm. And like me doing this, I'm getting my name out there, talking to you about the things that could help people grow,
Mhm.
and it's another form of promotion.
Mhm. I mean, I'm
And
slowly building this, and I'm hoping that it
yeah.
takes off, and everyone that goes through these podcasts gets,
Hmm.
seen, heard, people find these videos and they're like, hey,
Hmm.
you know what? We can do this. We can just start from,
Yeah.
nothing. Like I talked about in the
Hmm.
last podcast, I had a PlayStation 4, a cheap little desk, an old metal beat up chair that hurt so bad. Like my old VR camera was, on my TV. I had a cheap
Wow.
$20 mic from Walmart. Like all of these things are possible. I used my phone to read chat.
Yeah.
Like
I know a lot of people that used to do that.
if you at least get your foot in the door, you were that
Mhm.
much farther than when you're sitting there pondering, oh well, maybe. Don't maybe,
Yeah.
just do it.
Yep.
Like you're only going to make it as far as you let your mind like take you.
Mhm.
Like just sitting there, like, you're not going to make it anywhere. Like
Yeah.
definitely if you want to, just do it.
Hmm.
My wife pushed me and said, "Come on, you want to do this, like do it.
Yeah.
What's the worst that's going to happen?" And
Yeah.
finally I did it, and now I'm a full-time streamer. I definitely do not make enough to pay the bills. So don't go full-time if you can't.
Yeah.
But I'm blessed enough where she brings in, enough for us to be able
Oh yeah.
to, live comfortably.
Yeah. And like that's for me, like I'm the breadwinner right now. I make the most money in my house, and that's because of the military. So I can't go full time.
Mhm.
It it wouldn't be an option. Maybe I've only got 2 years left on my contract, so maybe when my 2 years ends, I'll find a part-time job that pays me just as much as I'm making now, and I can do both.
2 years is a
But
lot of time. I'm telling you, you could be full time before you even know it. Like, well,
right?
sign the
Yeah.
paperwork. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go pursue
Yep.
my dream now.
Yep. If I can save up enough money from the military, like one good deployment, something, save up enough money, get rid of all my debt, not have to worry about my house, and I could just stream full time, and I have the community to do it, say less. I would
It's
I'd go to my commander right now and be like, "See ya." Like I make more money doing streaming than I do working for you. So,
It's definitely it's an amazing thing. Like I didn't
yeah.
realize how great streaming was. I really didn't.
Mhm.
I thought it's like, oh, it's just this little thing. Like there's no way
Mhm.
people actually enjoy this. And then like I kept watching more and more people, and I was like, okay, well, the more people I find, the more that it seems like they enjoy this. And then I started doing it, and I was like, this is amazing. Like the people that I meet every day, like I
Yep.
love it.
Mhm. Just being able to talk to someone while you're playing that's not your friends, not
Mm-hmm.
people that you talk to every day.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then hearing their stories, it's it's really great.
It is. It
So,
absolutely is.
yeah.
But I'm going to put all the links in the description for both my socials and also Senpai's socials.
Thank you.
Thank you guys all for hanging out, watching. Catch you guys on the next one.